Hello everyone. Welcome back to some Civilization 6 yet again. We're here every 3 weeks playing some more Civ 6 when they come out with new leaders. We are now on the 4th pack of the leader pass, I think. Yeah, 4th pack of the leader pass, so we have 2 more left to look forward to. But this one that I have been this one that I have been looking forward to myself, because, well, I do like how Egypt has been in the game, but I also feel like it'll be interesting to see something different. Because I have played Egypt a fair bit, so having the same leader ability every time it's cool to have something new. So let's see what we have here. So we have Cleopatra. We have a new Cleopatra. So we have the Egyptian Cleopatra and the Ptolemaic Cleopatra. So the Greek Cleopatra here. So Egyptian, this is the base Egypt that we've had forever. So we have Mediterranean bride, trade routes to other civilizations provide gold, and other civilizations are incentivized to trade with Cleopatra, providing +2 food for them and +2 gold for Egypt. So, and you have more alliance points for trading with allies. So Egypt has always been a civilization that sort of or Cleopatra has been one who's wanted a lot of trade, and is one of the few who has a direct benefit from somebody sending trade routes to you. Now the new one though is Arrival of Happy. Resources along floodplains receive +1 food and +1 culture. Owned floodplains tiles grant +1 appeal to adjacent tiles instead of usual -1. Interesting. So better resources on floodplains, but that is specifically for resources on floodplains, not floodplains themselves. So you will need to have something on the floodplain for you to get that. But +1 food and +1 culture is not at all a bad thing, and that is not just desert floodplains or anything like that. There's just all floodplains. So that's potentially real great, because if you have floodplains with say sugar on it or something like that, or even just rice or wheat or whatever farm, that's going to be a lot of food, and the +1 culture is real nice as well. And of course Egypt has already had a great inclination towards the floodplains, with the bonus to districts and wonders next to floodplains not receiving damage from floods, and then of course sphinxes also get a bonus from the floodplains. So this is all about the floodplains. You're putting more eggs in the floodplains basket, which is good or bad depending on map generation. So this Cleopatra is even more reliant on good map generation, and then good placement of stuff along those floodplains. Oh yeah, Iteru is not floodplains. It is next to a river, so it doesn't need to be a floodplain, but still, that's still gonna be better. Now then we have another Egypt. Ramses. Abu Simbel. Gain culture equal to 15% of the construction cost when finishing buildings and 30% when completing wonders. Ooh. Ooh. Like everywhere. Anywhere. That is real nice. That is real nice. That is... Hold on. Who does... No, wait, it's from units, right? For Ambiorix. Yes, when a non-civilian unit is trained, you gain culture equal to them, their cost. So Ambiorix has the same sort of mechanic where you create something and you get culture out of it, out of its cost, except that for Ramses it's tied to buildings and wonders, so those are much more limited than units, because you can just keep on printing units forever. But for buildings and wonders you only have so many, but then again they are also generally more expensive. That is interesting. And especially with the wonders, it does have a synergy with Titero, where it's 15% production towards those wonders placed next to the river. Alright. And then we have Mali. We have Sundiata Keita. So normally Mali has Mansa Musa has Sahel merchants, so better trade routes and more trade routes when you enter a golden age, so plus 5 trade routes potentially. So that the Sahel merchants makes your trade routes really profitable early on. So losing that is kind of not so nice, but let's see if there's anything nicer in place. It costs 20% less gold to recruit great people, and the market gains +2 great writing slots. Great works of writing receive +4 gold and +2 production. Okay. See, now this is interesting because so you're going to be printing out a lot of great writers. That's cool. So for Sundiata it would be, I suppose, you would have... Well, you would still have every city do the same thing as with Mansa, where you start with a Suguba, or you start with a holy site, and build the other one. And then you would build a theater square to be able to get those great rider points. Although, I mean, actually you wouldn't necessarily need to, because Mali can print out a lot of money, even without that bonus to your trade routes that Mansa gets. So maybe you just buy out your great riders. You don't even do theater squares, because you can put the great riding slots in your Sugubas, so... that's interesting. So you would get a +4 gold from each of those, which then helps you get more of those great riders, and... Yeah... The +2 production is... I mean, I guess it helps, because you do have -30% production towards constructing buildings or training units, so that would be offset. And then of course it would help you build like districts and wonders faster. It's not that big. But I guess the great writings would also... They still give you the regular great writing bonuses. That does seem really interesting. But I think we will still stay on theme and go with Egypt. But do we want to go with Ramses or Cleopatra? Buildings and wonders. I mean, I feel like this Cleopatra actually would make for a more different kind of a game to the usual where... Well, it's not that different, but I mean, it would be more, how should I put it, like focused on a certain thing that I have to do, which is try and get floodplains and rivers. Instead of where Ramses is more just a more generalist approach. So let's go with Cleopatra. Let's set up the settings the way I like them. Deity, we do continents and islands. We up the resources. World age can be as normal, legendary, standard heat. A wet world and a low sea level world. Barbarian clans. I'll leave the heroes and legends off this time. Monopolies. Secret societies, yeah. Tech and civic shuffle. Sure. And let's turn off score, victory, and limit turns. And duplicate civilizations are allowed, but not duplicate leaders. Alright. Here we go. Something I haven't paid attention to is, does Sean Bean come and tell us a new story about Cleopatra here? There's been a lot of alternative leaders, but I've never really paid attention to that, actually. I just realized. Loading.
Stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have
I think those are... That's the new text, but I guess we'll hear from...
this early cradle of civilization.
If the voiceover changes a lot.
There will be those who underestimate you.
No, this seems like the original.
And full of tricks, Queen Cleopatra. Your charm will establish indestructible alliances.
Because Sean Bean doesn't sound slightly different.
Keep your friends close by your side, and you will find yourself untouchable, with the glory of Egypt primed to win over the world.
So I also need to remember, I could have upped the disaster frequency actually, because I would want more disasters, but I gotta remember not to build dams along rivers, because I actually want them to flood. Ooh, up north, that's interesting. We start off with a little bit of a river valley here. Oh, but we are starting right next to a volcano. You know what? I'm gonna reload this. I don't want to start right next to a volcano. I don't want my capital to be next to a volcano. It's never fun. Because then you gotta invest in the governor to protect against that, and then It's just, well, then you have to be rebuilding everything all the time.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water,
It's not worth it.
beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. There will be those who underestimate you, but you are cunning and full of tricks, Queen Cleopatra. Your charm will establish indestructible alliances with the strongest leaders of the world. Keep your friends close by your side, and you will find yourself untouchable, with the glory of Egypt primed to win over the world.
The glory of Egypt. Well, this time we're not starting next to a volcano, so that's much better. Alright, so here, for example, these mazes, and is this right on a floodplain? Yeah. So these would be getting a +1 to their food and a plus to their culture. Now, I'm debating if I want to move. We would be starting on a plains hill, which is nice. But I'm debating if I want to move us down and settle on the maze. Since that would mean that we have a automatic +1 to our culture without needing to use a worker for that. I could come down here, and then we would be in range of both this silk and these truffles over here. There's also a mountain right here, so I think I'll do it. Yeah. Starting on the hill would be nice, but we'll make full use of our special ability. It's not a mountain, it's a volcano. No! We'll just live with it. Why? Why is there always a volcano? I mean, technically here, especially since we are not at the very edge, and it's not a necessarily... Well, I don't know, but I assume it's not just a lone mountain here in the middle of nowhere. That gives high hopes that there's a seam line here. So we might have a new continent nearby. So wait, what was it supposed to be? +1 food and +1 culture for resources. So I don't think... Wait, no, because the city center doesn't by default show you +1 culture. That's just what you have, like, as a base from the palace. Yeah, +1 from worked tiles. So we are getting the +1 culture from there, so that's nice. We don't really want to build Great Bath because it's just a dam. It does give a +1 faith when flood is mitigated, but then again I can also just have flood. I think I'd like to know where the horses are. So I'll look for that. We're gonna send out a scout, first off. Ooh, Owls of Minerva discovered, and we have Laventa. Oh, yep, this is definitely a... We might be discovering a new continent back there. The owls are gonna be the way to go. Or... Actually, wait a minute. We don't have any sort of inclination towards trade here, actually. But I mean, we also don't really have an inclination towards anything else. We're pretty free to do whatever we want. So in that sense, I think I will be joining the Owls. I want to scout along the rivers. Oh, that river ends in a little lake. We are already getting that slight bonus to our culture, but we could get a +2 on top of that for a 4.5, which is quite nice. I think we'll go with a monument next. Then maybe drop a settler. Ooh, another religious city-state. That's very nice. If I am the first one to meet them? Yep. We are getting good faith.
At his best.
I'll do survey since we don't see any barbarians yet. Foreign trade. Nice, nice. Ooh, military tradition is the next one and just stops everything. Well, it is a good thing that I have strong raw culture output, because finding a military, I mean a barbarian outpost in that time is not necessarily going to happen. Not necessarily. Ooh, builder. Thank you. Tech-wise... Hanging Gardens is probably one that I do want, because I can build that, I have to build that next to a river, and I have a bonus to that. So that might be something I'd look into. First I'll have to farm a resource, which will probably happen soon enough. Well, first we'll grab that. But yeah, one of these is gonna get added next. Or one of these. Hopefully one of these. I don't know if it will open up properly. I think I'll send the builders to do those camps and the pasture there anyway. So well, let's start with the irrigation and see where we get with that. Camp. Oh, that looks like potentially... That's a couple of colors, but I think that is Gilgamesh. Probably. Gilgamesh? Hello? No, why would you grow there? Grow to one of those. I'll just buy one of them out, I guess. Yep, let's do a settler. What do we have? Construct a campus and construct a government plaza. Neither one's gonna happen anytime soon. Kublai Khan? Hello? Honor to meet you. You are from down there as well. And we meet Ayuthaya. Whom I could give. Oh yeah, Ayuthaya would actually work well with Ramses, because then you would have even more culture when constructing buildings. What do you got? Construct a holy site. I don't know if I will. I'm gonna drop the envoy over here so we get the +1 culture out of it. Gilgamesh. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'll rest up next to your home, okay? Give that irrigation bonus there, plus another piece of culture. Bologna.
Thousands have lived.
What then? I don't really have anything to mine. I am probably gonna send out my next city. My next settler is probably gonna go over here. Probably settle next to the lake here. Or should I go all the way to the... I would get a really great harbor there. Plus I will also get the bonus for settling along the coast. So city center there. We would do a harbor. Then I don't know what else. Something else. I guess I'll just do pottery. Choose a pantheon. So we could steal the free builder here. Some of the other stuff has been taken. But the one I would be... Hold on. Wait a second. Wait just a second here now. Where's the pantheons? Which one am I thinking of? Lady of the Reeds and Marshes. Who? That was gonna be mine! Why? No! Because that's a +2 production to floodplains, and I want floodplains. No! Why? Who would do this to me? I wonder if Earth Goddess would actually play into my leader ability. Like, what's the appeal around here at this point? I mean, it's not that great. This is what it's usually like with floodplains. But with my bonus, it would be a little bit better, but it's still not that great. I mean, it's probably would be if I got the Eiffel Tower. I would probably get a big boost out of that then. But that's a lot later. What else? What else? I mean, Monument to the Gods is one. I don't know if I want to build holy sites, so I'm River Goddess would otherwise be alright, but I don't know if I want to go there. Monument to the Gods, or I mean, Divine Spark as well always, but I think we'll go for the Monument to the Gods. We'll try to go for World Wonders, which probably is going to be it's probably going to end up horribly, but we'll give it a go.
Bravery.
Technically, I'm good at building some of them. Since somebody stole the one time I want that Pantheon, and somebody's taken it. Let's grab... Oh, I could see where political philosophy is. Okay, it's gonna require quite a lot. I have all of these boosted. Oh, craftsmanship is not part of it. But I have these boosted. Mysticism and foreign trade. So we'll start with foreign trade. Then go for mysticism. So I am gonna build the wonder over here. And not on the floodplain. Because I don't really have much of a benefit out of the wonder itself. Yeah. I'll pay the price and build it over there. So it's taking us 14 turns. Because of a increase. Yeah, I'm getting 13 per turn. 13 production, even though I'm producing 9.7. So we can see those bonuses in action. Would be even more of a bonus if I had my Pantheon. Stupid Pantheon thieves. Ooh, another scout. Very nice. Very nice. I'll send them out automated as well. Don't feel like there's that much of a need for manual exploration right now. So far, nothing from the north.
Positive aspect of trade.
Nobody coming in to try and kill us from up there. Do I want to boost up? Yeah, sure. I'll switch God King. And we can get a trader. I'll probably trade with Laventa. Unless... No, I can get the settler up. In time. Mining. And over here we'll just move towards political philosophy. We'll have to scrunch our way through religion. No Eurekas there. I mean, unless I go for it, but I don't think I will. Hey, you're blocking me. Get out of the way. Some juicy reefs over here. Very cool. Oh, I could even trade with Uruk, though Gilgamesh is probably not gonna like me, and I actually don't want to help Gilgamesh reach me better. You don't want to get into a fight with Gilgamesh early on, because yeah, that's just not gonna happen. Oh, Brussels actually wants the trade route, so Brussels wins. There we go. Auto remove that. Memphis. Memphis is going to start with a monument. Then probably get a builder to go and grab those whales. Hello, Ceruleans. Thank you for the looks. Cahokia. A gentle eruption. Goodbye, rice. There was some rice here, but it got killed by the volcano.
Who deserves more credit than the white? Mysticism is the mistake of an accidental.
Hey, we're actually getting Hanging Gardens. Oh, I should not have said that when there's one turn left. Sailing. Holy sites are right there, but nah, no. We'll go sailing. We'll forget about religion. I'll just take whatever religion the first person who comes over to me is telling me about. Whatever it is, I'll take it. Now, an early candy would be good because I haven't discovered any natural wonders yet, but I am likely to encounter one very soon. But I would need another envoy for that to actually happen.
The ascent to the highest story.
Hey! Hanging Gardens. Oh, Kublai Khan's not gonna like me building all of these wonders. Great Bath, I'm just gonna let be. I'm not gonna make it. Gorana would give me housing. Not really a super priority at this point. Maybe we'll just punch out another settler. Go grab some more river land down here. Yeah, I should probably have like a more militaristic city here, ready to fight anything that comes from the south. Great Bath. And here we have Quiet Fox. There's quiet foxes. Always prowling. Time to beat them up with clubs. And axes. Though they are stone axes, so they are pretty much just clubs. Dido? Oh, Dido's over here.
Vessel is large.
So I'm not seeing as much as I would love to see of, I don't want to go for currency here. Do we just go through bronze working? Maybe. I'm not seeing that much floodplains around here, so that is a curse of playing a leader that is very tied to map generation. I should give myself the barbarian fighting boost. Oracle? I can build an oracle right next to the river, so I think I could give that a go. I'll have to invest some money, but I'm also making some money here. And I should actually sell my horses. Oh, of course it's Gilgamesh who is going to pay me the best. I am not happy about that, but I'll take the deal because I could use the money. And I mean, to be fair, Gilgamesh does not actually need the horses for waging war. Gilgamesh can just Zerg rush you with war cards. With nothing else. Yeah, so I was thinking over here. Maybe I would do the city itself over here and then an encampment over here. Or the other way around. But this is going to be on a hill, so I do kind of prefer to have the encampment there. I would have access to the honey. Yeah, let's do that. I'll pin out the encampment. And then Alexandria... Oh yeah, I can already do a theater square. It's a very early theater square. Should we go for it? Because, I mean, I can get a bonus right there. And I'll likely be able to make the Padana over here or something. So... yeah, that's probably going to be good. We'll have a very strong early... Oracle is lost. Strong early start on the culture. Oh, Gilgamesh wants to be friends. That is very good, because once you befriend Gilgamesh once, you can own... it's your own fault if you lose. You're a good friend and ally. Oh, thank you for giving me this place. For free. Now I want to go in here, though. Here we have a nice floodplain valley. Very nice. I could disperse the clan, or then I could just take some attacks. I mean, actually, I don't want to die. I'll disperse the clans. Just to be on the safe side. Because I remember that I did not change to the combat bonus. Major flood. Love to see that. Egypt loves those floods. Thank you. Thank you for the floods. We got some food over there. I will probably get a bonus to bronze working. I'll move on to astrology. I'll probably get the bronze working Eureka here as these attack. There we go. And then we go back home. No iron discovered anywhere around here. Should I drop in a settler or go for the amphitheater? I'll go for the amphitheater so we can get some early great people. Great peepos. Oh, here we get some iron as well in Abydos. And Abydos is going to do a monument for sure. Then we peacefully capture some whales. Will be nice. Get some housing. I should look into if I can see... No, I can't see celestial navigation anywhere. I'll finish astrology and then go for currency. We got ourselves Spain. Nope. I'll shop around for whoever wants my horses for the best price. Mongolia has conquered Hello? Excuse me? Whoa, okay. Yep. Yep. I would love to be friendly with Mongolia. I think I chose the wrong ally in this. Alright, let's trade those horses. Oh, Catherine is giving the best price for them. I could play both sides and sell some horses to Mongolia. I'm not really sure if I want to, like, encourage this. Yep, Abydos is definitely gonna have to try and keep things in check down here. Alright, where's celestial navigation then? Oh, right here, right after currency. That is beautiful. Love to see that.
We can no more have exact.
And then we go and get a farm over there. I still haven't found any natural wonders, so I'm inclined to go and put these envoys to Candy so that we can grab the free relic that comes out of that. Even though I'm not really into the religious gameplay here, a relic is still going to be giving some other bonuses as well. Philip wants to be friends. I definitely will take that offer. Ooh, these eagle warriors. The Badger Claw clan. Vatican City. Ancient Era is coming to an end, but I am already going into gold, so that's good. It's very good. Oh yeah, and we should so trade out these whales. Extra whales. I want to trade them to Dita because they are likely to get whales themselves, so that feels like a safe trade. Mega Colossal Eruption. Yeah, I don't really want any of the other stuff. We'll do a settler. And Temple of Poseidon will definitely be good around here. Probably... I mean, it would help there as well. But here I think it has the most range on things, and potentially, if there's something else there, there will be even more. I think that'll be good enough. Good enough of a spot. Yep. Yep. Moderate flood. Some extra money. I mean food. Food is money. Money is food. Hello? Temple of Artemis is lost. No way am I getting all of the wonders. But I'll try to get as many as possible. Stonehenge got built up. A golden classical era. Befitting.
If it does not bring you happiness,
well, I mean, I don't know actually.
help you be miserable in
Egypt during the classical era was, well, no, they were still a big player, but they were a bit on the decline on the playing field of the Mediterranean. As they became more subservient to Greece and Rome.
divide and rule.
Industry, and then we can go for autocracy, I think. So we can get another bonus towards building wonders. I suppose... I mean, I could always try to go for like a late simple religion. Just like one holy site in the whole place. That kind of thing. See, literary tradition is something where I usually find myself when I am going for theater squares. I usually find myself just crowded with great writers. So I don't know if I want to boost that. We'll get Diplomatic League, but perhaps Inspiration. Because I assume since the campus is fairly deep into the research tree, that there probably hasn't been that much of a competition for them yet, so that probably will help out a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll go for that and try to get some. Yeah, nobody's built any campuses yet. So that works out. And I'm actually the only one with a theater square. So that works out as well. Of course, we'll go with monumentality. Yes. Monumentality. And huge culture. We can go for state workforce to get another bonus to the wonders. Abydos will want to do an encampment, but can I knock down... Yes, I can knock them down already, so let's buy that tile and let's just start off with the encampment, why not? There we go.
It is equally important to have a happy and engaged workforce. It is
So instead of +2 from that trade route, I'll just do corvée for some wonder production. And then, I suppose, craftsmanship and early empire will get both of them. Now, what kind of governor play do I want to go for? I mean, our capital is already shaping up to be a pretty big player in both science and culture. So that could be good. Is there any city-state that I would be really interested in getting? Bologna could be nice. I would have to invest an extra point in there. That would be pretty much it. So we could go for Bologna. I mean, early empire is going to give me another governor title. I think I'll start off by just dropping Amani over to Bologna. And we'll try to get... Wait, was it being attacked? Hopefully not. The AI always wants to delete all the interesting civ states.
without craftsmanship. Inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the wind.
Early empire. Who this? Korea is white and gold. Interesting colors.
Luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire. With air conditioning, their windows were shut.
Don't think I need any of those. I don't know if I'll want to get another settler out right away. Or if we'll just do one over here. I kind of want the jade in range. But then it would also be nice to have this geothermal fissure in range. I mean, this tile would be great for a campus, but I unfortunately don't have access to it. So... maybe right here on this rainforest tile, so I have the jade just in range. Potentially, if I'll be able to get some culture bombing, I could steal that one. And then hopefully there's something interesting that way. Then we'll steal defensive tactics. And yeah, let's go for Pingala over in Alexandria. Moderate flood. Oh, somebody's very close to that. Interesting. So over in Alexandria I want to build a campus next. Though... I mean, I have space. I could drop in a commercial hub as well. But I think we'll wait for campus. Apadana, though. I'll want to build that right here. So we'll get that going. And then I can use my trader actually to get an envoy over here. So Bologna should be mine now. Temple of Poseidon. And in one turn I can start building the harbor. I mean, could push out a galley. I don't know if that's really going to be worth the time. So I'll probably try to build here, so actually a theater square right here would not be the worst idea. So I'll just start working on that.
Set your course by the stars, not by the lights of invincibility lies in the defense.
I just realized when I saw that Etemenanki would have also been quite nice for me for the science and production from the floodplains. But oh well. We'll work towards riding though, so that I can get the bonus from that. Then governor titles. Could give Pingala a boost. I mean, I'm not really seeing necessarily rain over in the east, perhaps. Or in the west for the Harbor Master, but I guess we can put a point into Pingala here. And I think I'm gonna put in researcher, because I feel like we're not gonna be suffering from a lack of culture anytime soon. Who built what? Statue of Zeus. Gilgamesh is gonna strike back. Slapping back with the statue of Zeus for sure. Or might be flipping back very soon. We lost Candy. Not ideal.
Each of us is carving a stone.
Because I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Which is strange.
Writing is easy.
Oh yeah, Memphis never switched. Should I just finish the theater square then? Maybe I'll just finish it and then switch over to the harbor after that. We're not currently seeing any reason to expect anybody to attack, so I think I'll hope for the best. And we'll just do horseback riding, which actually works out as well. Korea is coming fast for that great scientist. Now I'll just finish off great horseback riding since we have a Eureka for it anyway.
History is the version of past events that people...
Ooh, naval tradition's gonna be another bottleneck. So far, this has been all about bottlenecks. Encampment, I suppose we'll get some ancient walls up here right away. Pingala is going to get grants going. So Alexandria can push out some great people. Vatican City was defeated. By whom? Korea? Korea is going to war with everyone, apparently. Well, let's hope that Bernice here is going to be just fine. I might want to just buy out a monument for them, so they don't explode right away. And, yeah, there's already a +4 over here. +4, but that's reliant on rainforest. I think I'll just go for this one and just go for a big campus over there.
My ancestor Darius made this Apadan. A man on a horse is spiritual.
Apadan is gonna give us a nice edge with the city-states. Buttress over here. I'll go for education, because I think we might be getting a great scientist soon. I'll keep an eye on this, because if we can get Hypatia, I'll try to aim for that. Okay, so not that great. I suppose I'll have to go for this one. Again, it's not really ideal, but it's a +2. It's something. I'll be repairing that campus every turn. Although the volcano is actually... no, it's still active. Maybe it'll go dormant and we'll be able to enjoy it in peace. Okay, apparently Candy needs 2... Do I want to invest that much just to get a relic? Which I don't really need that much. Nah, I'll focus on stuff that I'm more interested in. I suppose that I should put 1 point over here so we can get the 2 envoys there. And then we have 2 more. Laventa is not anyone we want. Aifaya, perhaps. We would be competing, but actually I think at this point I'll just secure Brussels, because I don't want to lose that. So we have another wonder building bonus. And I lost Bologna. I love this game. Mahapodi has been taken, but that's fine. Wasn't gonna do that. Do anything with that anyway. Oh, Hypatia. I'm just gonna go ahead and pay the price. I could wait for the patronage to go down, but then I would also risk losing the scientists, so I think we'll just go for it. Next one is Zhang Heng, who's also kind of nice, though this late in might not be that beneficial. Yuan's gonna go ahead and put some writing in there.
The Pantanal is the most complex intertropical alluvial.
Found the Pantanal. Who's got it? It's France. It's the Pantanal. Yeah, France has like a strong religion going on here. A strong religious start for sure. I guess I'll just park Hypatia right here.
Time rolls ever forward.
Theatre Square, Harbour.
People who cannot find time for recreation.
다른 이들이 하늘을 향해 나아갈 때
A new clan? Wellness. Okay, okay. I did not get the first meat bonus out of that one, unfortunately. I think it probably went to Carthage.
If it's natural to kill.
There we go. Great Library. Actually, not the worst idea. Yeah, I mean, I get a river bonus and everything for it, so I say, why not? Why not? Then Abydos is gonna give me a stable, I think. Yeah, we'll start off with a stable. One envoy is not enough to get Bologna back. There's apparently a lot of people looking to get Bologna for themselves. I will fight for it, though. Vilnius is something that I do want, but that can wait for a little bit later. Doesn't have to happen right now. Because I don't have any alliances. So, wouldn't really help much at this point. I'm also thinking I should trade out my horses again. Get some more cash.
The purpose of education.
Sell... Huh? I have tea? Wait, is this sale? Why is it showing me that I can sell... Wait, what's going on? Is it showing me purchases now? I think it was showing me... Yeah, I think it was showing me the purchases. Because I did not have those things to trade. Strategic horses, though, we can give those. Diplo favor. Oh, Korea wants to buy the Diplo favor. I have 100 and I don't necessarily need anything else right now, so I think I'll go for that. Why not? Get a bunch of money. And then I could trade my great works of riding, but no. No, 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 no. Although, does anyone sell any great works of writing? Any relics on sale? Any products on sale? Any writing on sale? Odyssey is for sale for 134 and 16. I'll do it. Why not? I have the money. Jibble Barkol got built up. Oh, this is gonna be a rough spot over here. Neither Korea or France likes me. Oh, France seems to be very, like, cornered here. Korea probably has plenty of room to expand. A gentle eruption. Wait, which one was it? Oh, Lavente. Yeah, I don't care about that one. I saw it damage something, but it was mine. Let's go for wheel. Pop the wheel.
Don't reinvent.
So I want Huey, which apparently is going to require everything. How long until 5 turns until the Great Library? That's actually going to help me a lot because I'll get these. I'll get all of these Eurekas. So I'll try to kind of play a little bit slower over there. Now the mausoleum. Yes, please. We got that one in Memphis. Memphis is going to be filled up with wonders as well.
I shot an arrow into the air.
So I guess I'll just like work a little bit towards each of these. Or I'll lose like 1 turn if I just finish the iron working, so I won't worry about that too much. Philip, let's be friends. Hildegard, not really a priority for me. Now, I could push out a settler who could go and, like, settle somewhere along here to support Berenice, because otherwise it is going to get loyalty flipped real easy. Although it should be able to grow tall enough that it won't. But there isn't really anywhere else either for me to expand to. But I guess just strengthening their capital area is going to be quite nice. I could settle over here. Then I would be able to use this potentially in the future as a canal city if needed. Like there would be a Panama Canal spot there. It's not really like high priority or anything, but could be a thing to do. I guess another potential thing would just be to settle like right here. I could get these silks for trading as well as these diamonds.
held up a fistful of sand.
I think that sounds actually alright. So, let me buy out a settler here in Alexandria. And I can also buy out some builders to help build up stuff around here. Not with faith anymore, but with gold. I love gold. I think I'll plop down on the maze here so that I can get at least one of the whales as well.
Chance is all powerful.
Trying to maintain friendships with as many people as possible. Because right now I'm very spread out and not prepared to do any fighting at this point. I should be able to turn out an army relatively quickly here.
A good navy is not a provocation to...
Classical era is about to end, and I am exactly at normal age, so there is that. I'm gonna start with divine rights so we can get a monarchy going on. And then maybe go for civil service. Because I assume nobody else has an alliance at this point yet either. Oh, actually, apparently Korea is way ahead on culture as well. Good for you, Korea. Korea is doing quite well. That one's already farmed. There we go. Get the post-disaster bonus as well. Oh, Dito's really taking over Vilnius here. I'll put a point in there.
We can roam the bloated stacks of the library. Everything has its limit.
Great library. And then I guess Alexandria will probably go with a commercial hub next. Although maybe I want to do this university first. Sure, let's start off with the university. Get an early university in there. Work towards that. So now we have a bonus to all of this stuff. I guess we already had bonuses to most of them. That's how the Great Library usually ends up being. Although, hey, actually, I didn't even realize this, but it is a Great Library of Alexandria, and it is built in Alexandria now. Cool. Sell my whales. Sell my horses. What are you offering? Open borders and some iron. Sure, why not? Sounds fine. Actually, I can use that iron to upgrade the swordsman and also get an envoy in Bologna. For a win-win situation. Why is Korea fighting Bologna? 1,000-year flood. That is beautiful to see as Egypt. You want to see those. I probably want to steal this this tobacco as soon as possible from here before Korea gets it.
Create with the heart.
Get some truffles. Abaddus can probably do a decent campus. A +4? Oh, there's a yeah, there's that. Although they're both the same. I feel I'm maybe less likely to accidentally drop down this. So I think I'll build it over here. I'll tack this as what is it? Sawmill. Where is it? There. Lumber mill. We'll do that in the future, once we can. I guess I can build a sawmill over there. There we go. We have plenty of luxuries for ourselves. No extras for trading, but that's fine. Now, Sebenitos, I guess, can just do a harbor commercial hubs combo here. Nothing really too powerful to do right away, at least. Also, I need to get another builder over here. Suppose I wouldn't have had the money for it anyway. Probably don't have. Yeah, 205. Next turn. Sand steak. I'll send my swords to deal with the sand snakes, even though I assume Brussels will also get over there. Classical era ends in 3 turns. Thinking about the builder. This will get us some era score, the monarchy. Is there anything else? Can I buy a great person? I will likely earn one in... Not in time, but I can buy one. Unmet city-state is gone. Oh, we got the mausoleum. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I am going into a golden age. No need to try and rush it. So let's go ahead and buy the builder then. And then Memphis... Lighthouse. Lighthouse, so we can do some more trade. Why does Korea want to destroy that so bad?
Listen, strange women lying in ponds.
I'll still switch to monarchy right now already. So then we can go for, I mean, I suppose great writer points. And then we can get a bonus to Gothic architecture, more wonders get a bonus, and military policies, veterancy, and survey can stay as it is. Candy is gonna get that one, it seems. So I can do a silk industry. Do I want to make it in Alexandria? So these truffles are going to be money. But I think silk is actually culture, which would mean that I do want to do it in Alexandria. Civil service. We'll see if anybody is willing to create an alliance at this point. Now, baronies would probably benefit from an encampment, considering its position around here. But I could also see about building something in there. And so Michelle would be interesting to get, but it's also fairly expensive. I mean, I think I will maybe just get the encampment here. It's going to be a flat encampment, but this whole area is flat, so it doesn't really matter. With the full intention that this is just for defense. I have no interest in these cities, except if they happen to flip to me. Then I will not say no to them. Medieval era.
Rocks in my path?
Let's see. So this one is plus 20% culture, so I do want to boost that in Alexandria. Let's see. Korea is still golden aging. France is normal age. Mongolia has actually dropped to a dark age, which could be bad for them. Now I can trade that silk. Let's do that. Trade the horses if anyone wants. People always want horses. And then I can get a builder who's going to do the industry over there. Welcome to the World Congress. Trade routes bonus. I'll do that so that people will want to trade with me. And I'll also do more grievances on me. It probably won't work, but that deters attacks as well. Yeah, it goes on Philip, but I do get the trade routes. Which means very nicely that I get a +1 trade route. For a while. Okay, apparently we got the great scientist I didn't really want. I was not paying attention to that one. Oh well. We get some Eureka's. Why not? Like Mont Saint-Michel is definitely not going to help me in any way. But I might want to build it anyway. But perhaps we'll go for the commercial hub now. I can't get a bigger bonus than just the regular +2 anywhere. Maybe if I did some city planning here, I could figure out something else, but for now it would only be that. Like, I think... Yeah, actually, I think we could do Aqueduct, Industrial Zone, Commercial Hub. Industrial Zone would get a bonus from the horses. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I mean, I would get some brownie points for capturing ore. I'll say yes. I won't vote to really get it true, but I'll say yes. Failed. Yeah.
That's someone who works for the federal government.
Then feudalism would be nice to have. Oh, I would need that aqueduct right now. How long? 4 turns. What else am I building? Nothing else, or researching. I'll do shipbuilding, and I'll do this aqueduct here real quick. Sure. I don't have any iron mines, so I'll take a trade. I think I'll have Memphis get a trader of their own.
There is nothing but a plank.
I really don't have any mines, so I guess I'll just hard research apprenticeship then. Let's send the Trader Oath of Illness, since they are requesting one. I don't know if I need to upgrade the walls here in Abydos right now. Prioritize the library first. Should be able to get the walls upgraded fairly quickly if need be. No, I'm not going to give you any strategic resources. You're a baddie.
In democracy, it's your vote that counts. In feudalism,
Let's see, what's the city-state situation? Brussels is good. I could actually block Vilnius from Dido. I could start working Aethia. I think I'll just do a block here. And then I forgot to check those alliances. Yeah, here we go. We got a couple of alliances. So usually I'm not so big on doing a cultural alliance with somebody who's next to you, because then you won't have the chance to flip their cities either. But with Phoenicia, you definitely want to do that, because you will not be able to flip them. There's no flipping them. I guess guilds. Memphis is waiting for the one wonder. Over here I can get an aqueduct and then an industrial zone here as well, because this is actually a little bit too far away from Alexandria to be able to benefit from that industrial zone. So I think I might do that, although I will also want a commercial hub here. Or maybe it'll be the same situation where we have aqueduct, industrial zone, commercial hub. Or aqueduct, industrial zone, commercial hub. Since that'll get a +1 to food. No. Not gonna join your wars. Not against Korea. Oh, honey. I should grab that, actually. Then we have more writing, which goes in the library. How we're looking at with, yeah, we're getting a little bit full. Alexandria has a lot of culture going on with those books. All of the books. And with Bengala, I would not be too surprised if Alexandria is perhaps one of the most, if not the most, cultured city in the world right now. Baroness is going to... I need to support its growth because it needs to be big enough to survive any loyalty pressure. So give it a little bit of a boost for that.
We're all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master.
I'll steal Vilnius for myself. Because now we have an active alliance. And let's start working on Ayutthaya as well. And I need to remember to keep working on the alliances here. So let's do military with Gilgamesh, and then I guess religious with Philip. I'm not really working on religion myself, so I don't really care about religious alliance. Philip is the best for that. But...
Blast, build, battle.
But I don't know. Alright, alright. We got some Niter over there. So Valletta could actually be... I don't have any Valletta, so I could get a +2 over there. Philip. Are you alright with research, Philip? Where you at? Oh yeah, Philip's got good research going on. So we can do a research alliance as well. Then I'll get an armory over here. Got Alexander, the Conqueror. Who definitely did do some conquering around Egypt. The hint is in the name of my capital. So mercenaries are not going to be needed. I guess we could go for medieval fairs into diplomatic service here. Get those industrial zones going. Ritual, so I can get the banks upgraded.
Tactics mean doing what you can.
Technology-wise, I guess Potala Palace would be nice to have, if I can get it. So would Forbidden City as well, but I'll need to get another university for that. I would prefer to get another university for it. I could drop in Chichen Itza just for fun. But I think we'll go for the industrial zone first, though. Over here, the university would take quite a lot of time. Quite a lot of time. Let's get a barracks so we can get some production. denounced. And let's go for... Can I do Singapore? Yes. Singapore will give us a little bit of a bonus.
All that glisters is not gold.
Oh, I should probably heal. Let's keep it going. Let's get Connoisseur as well. Even more culture. Infinite culture. Spain is leading a culture victory. Hold on. Oh, they have a little bit more tourism per turn than me. But my culture per turn is higher. It is rivaled by Korea, though. Korea's getting a real big bonus to everything. They are doing very well. Ooh, Phoenicia's not doing too bad either. They are both competing with me with culture per turn, but not tourism per turn. Though then again, at this point in the game, having a lot of tourism is not too easy either. There's not much giving you tourism at this point. Oh yeah, I do want to connect the aqueduct over here, actually, to get a bonus from the geothermal fissure, as well as the river. Bernice is losing steam. I might need to bring in a governor over here to help it.
A diplomat is a man who always remembers a woman.
I might want Kilwa. I'll be able to buy out the university over there. Enlightenment would halve the religious tourism as much as that matters at this point. I mean, let's get the workshop up. There's a potential to build Potala over here. I don't quite have the production rate for that. Berenice would be able to build Potala as well by taking out those bananas. I think I'll try doing that. Special session. No, I don't really want to call a military emergency. No, I still don't want to call it. Oh yeah, Abydos can also do Patala. Should I? Why not? I won't have a river adjacency for it, unfortunately. Oh, unless if I do it over here. That'll give me a river adjacency. So I can get the plus 15% on it. I mean, Alexander has denounced me. Where is Alexander? Right there. I mean, I I don't really want to. I don't want to travel that far to go and fight. I don't even know where the target city is. So whatever. I do not wish to join in this fight. I say no.
An architect should live as little in...
See, now we're getting to the point where we have more riders than we have places to put the riding in. Memphis can get an amphitheater though, so we'll do that. Probably should have just teleported over.
I have filled a water bag from my people.
Gilgamesh finished Terracotta Army. Does Memphis want to finish that commercial hub, or should I just... I'll just drop in Hugh over here, just to get going with it. These scouts are ready for retirement. No joint wars, no. No. I think I'll retire them back home. I don't want to build any dams. I mean, dams are nice because they do give you the housing, they do give a bonus to the industrial zone, food and production and everything, but nah, I don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Let's do Angkor Wat over here though.
A night there was, and that... Remember that people break down. Whatever is contrary to nature is contrary to reason. If I be she that may you...
I do want to get banking. Over here we have some new governments. I don't know if I need them really. Monarchy is just fine for me right now. I work towards urbanization. So, urbanization is actually part of... Oh, this is actually a nice one. Nice one to have. Neighborhoods are one of the things that Cleopatra actually has an effect on now. Because now floodplains give the +1 appeal. And neighborhoods are tied to appeal, so... neighborhoods like over here in Alexandria, neighborhoods would normally be less powerful, but now with the help of the owned floodplains as well as the wonders and everything else around here, but the owned floodplains help to get breathtaking appeal over here. Alright, what should we get? Maybe natural philosophy to boost my science a little bit. Alright, now I have full loyalty over here. That is good. I'll get a +2 industrial zone over here. So Berenice has some sort of defenses, or well, the ability to build up stuff faster. Korea is still trying to get Bologna. I don't know why, because it's far away from them, so they can't really like effectively get the logistics going on there. We spawned in a fairly tight spot, but I also feel like I really did get hit hard with the whole idea of trying to get in and stay with... Oh, I should probably build right there. Try to kind of stay near the rivers and the floodplains, so that has ended up with a pretty scattered area here, and Berenice is definitely in trouble here. So next governor I can get, I'm gonna invest over here. Oh, Angkor Wat got stolen away from me. By whom? An unmet player. Oh, Korea is actually surprisingly friendly to us all of a sudden.
The three great elements of modern civilization. Gunpowder.
Korea? I mean, I'd love to do a research alliance with Korea now. Or cultural, but I guess economic is what we will do then. That gives us to 4 alliances. And I guess Forbidden City. Vilnius back. We find the Venice of the North. What? I lost Chichen Itza as well. No, I'm losing all my wonders. Stealing all my wonders. No, there goes my campus. Luckily, it's just one university taking a little bit of damage. I mean, I can still build Kilwa over here for basically the same effect on the theater square. Then we are actually getting Great Artist. Don't have a place for Great Art yet, but once we do, we'll have it. This really, I feel like when you go for the great, for the culture of great people, you do always end up having a lot of them that you can't just do anything with. Great lighthouse is built as well. Everything's being taken. Valletta would actually not be the worst thing to have, because then I can make some use of the faith that I have. I can use it for civilians for now, but I will be able to use it for city center buildings later on. And in fact, I think I'll just invest a little bit into a watermill over here. Give them a bit more food, a bit more production. Let Berenice grow a little bit more. Hold on. What era is Korea in? Korea? What are you doing? Where are you at? Oh yeah, Korea is in the industrial era already. Technologically. Culturally, is also in the industrial era. Korea is going crazy. Getting some great merchants as well. And I'm actually dropping into a Dark Age next. Which I don't mind. Because I don't see myself expanding out right now. Or doing really that much trading, so I feel like that is actually just fine. Preferable to a normal age, in fact. But that's not gonna happen if we get these wonders. That I have to stop wonder production. I don't like that. Nope, I don't like it. I don't like it. Hmm. I lost Bologna. No. A Dark Age, though, would be pretty rough for my city over there. Let's see. No points towards great generals. Nobody gets great generals. Nobody's gonna vote for that. They always go for admirals, so then they go for double for... yeah, no points for admirals. Or then double for scientists.
Has made that in a market economy, however. The individual has...
Now actually triangular trade sounds enticing. Visselbanken would also be alright if I was trading with a lot of vassal city-states, though I'm mostly trading with non-vassal city-states to get them to be vassal city-states. But I mean, I don't need diplomatic league either, so I'll go for that one. Yep. We go for that. Wasted points. What? Somebody stole Portala from me. No, wait, no, 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 I'm finishing Forbidden City. No, I did not stop it in time. No. Well, that didn't give me, hopefully, enough. As long as I don't finish Furio here, which I would hate to lose, but I may have to do it. That's not gonna happen. Portala is obviously not gonna happen anymore. That's not gonna give any points. I mean, I can build St. Basil's Cathedral for no reason. I could build Mont Saint-Michel for no reason. I don't really know what to build over here in Abydos. I mean, I suppose a commercial hub. So we can get some more money out of there. Alexandria is gonna repair the broken stuff. I'm not gonna even put the envoys into anything at this point. Actually, Bologna, I can put them in there without losing, or without getting any points. I know that because I've already had them. But I don't want any points. Merchant Confederacy for some more money. More money. I have a 5-point buffer, then I'll... If I go over that, I won't be able to get to the Dark Age. Somebody just plundered my trade route over to Valletta. I might keep it offline for now. Why did you go out to the sea? Why didn't you just go up there? Stupid scout. I could do entertainment complex into a Colosseum. Entertainment complex Colosseum would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would be enough actually for that. And that. Would probably not reach Abydos though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. I'd have to make a choice, and I think I'll do it there. So, entertainment complex here, replace the farm, and then Colosseum there. Unless someone steals it from me. Mega Colossal Eruption. 5 turns. 5 points. Do not gain 5 points. Do not do it. I don't think there's anything like surprising that's gonna give me any points. I'm 1 point off from a great admiral over there. Oh, urbanization actually gave me some points now, but meh. Yeah, I should be safe. Safely bad. Still got 4 points that I can accidentally receive. I guess humanism is what we'll do. Or the art museums.
I saw a bank that said
Dido, let's be friends again. Allies again. Please. Thank you. Yeah, scientific theory. Why not? Okay, arena so that I can get the Colosseum. Over here, let's finish this commercial hub. Come on, Dark Age. Please, Dark Age. The darkest of ages, please. France, do I want to give you any stuff? I guess I'll give it to you. Fine, you can have it. We're okay, right? No, we are actually not. I'm okay with Korea, I'm not okay with France. Whoops. I just fed my enemies. Oh, actually, yeah, okay, well, France is not gonna be much of an enemy. Apparently, yeah, apparently Spain has gone on a little bit of a conquest over here. Good thing we are friends. Me and Spain. I don't wanna be fighting the Spanish. You know how they are. Always conquering. Come on, Dark Age. And then after the Dark Age, or when I get to it, then finish all of those wonders that I was building. Please. No, don't break my campus again. This is why I don't like living next to a volcano. They suck. Okay. And then we can actually start building the Colosseum over here. This theater square here is producing huge amounts of culture. What? No, who? Kublai Khan? Why? They have the same idea of building the Colosseum right now. No, I built a completely pointless entertainment complex. Oh. But Dark Age. I have it now. I'll get invention so we get those great engineers. Dedication. I mean, I'm doing decent amounts of trading, so I guess I'll reform the coinage. And I can, in fact, buy out some traders.
Thank you Itsandai for the follow.
Sandy, hello. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Friends. Let's be friends. Gilgamesh. Okay, so what I guess, yeah, I guess that's now a pointless entertainment complex. Thanks, I guess I'll repair the university. I'm doing well. How about you? Oh, civil engineering is going to give me the bonus to all the wonders. Won't need to worry about which era they are from. Q will be finished. But so La Rochelle is... No, wait, it is the new capital of France. I was looking at it thinking that it wasn't, so I was thinking that they had one more city over there or something, but...
Was great. And as the sacrifice passed each of them.
Hey, we got Yui. Okay, trading. So, I guess for the ones that I don't have a bonus to, I don't really care about these either. So I'll just strengthen the ones that I do have. Should I try Valletta again? Surely somebody's gonna take care of these barbarians on the way. And otherwise it's pretty peaceful, like it's pretty well settled, this whole continent here, so. Oh, Philip. Yes, we need to be allies as well. Let's continue the research lines, please. The stream's going fine. We're getting some good stuff. Ooh, Taj Mahal would secure me that golden age, because that would suck having to go into a normal age after a dark age. And Taj Mahal is also... Hello? It's also built next to a river, so that's good always. We've got Rio here. Hello, Rio. We're back in Egypt. Again. I do need these art museums, though, so I can have my art on display. Ooh, yeah. This. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Rebellion in 3 turns. Okay. Oh no. All right. Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. This is gonna cost me some money, but I do have to. I did not look at that. Gotta unlock that one and go for loyalty. And I mean, amenity would also potentially help a little bit. Yeah, governor would provide the loyalty, but I don't have a governor there yet. Right, we're just gonna have to hope that I can... I mean, I have 12 people there. Ugh, I hate Dark Ages. Let's move Let's reassign Amani temporarily over there. Oh, that's not even going to be enough to stabilize it completely. But maybe, just maybe for long enough. I think the Governor Plaza is honestly the way to go over here. I should be able to get it up. Hopefully. And that would get us that, yeah. I'll even buy the armory, so we have a little bit more production. Because we'll be losing our production once the loyalty starts dropping low enough. Ooh. What's the name of the character that you're using as your VTuber? It looks amazing. Thank you. It's a Moogle from the Final Fantasy series. Not any particular character, but just one of them. Aethea, hey, you're supposed to be mine. Join me. Please, please don't flip.
A common mistake that people make when trying to...
Please don't flip. No! The Government Plaza is already... Yeah, city population has stagnated. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good enough. There's nothing I can do at this point. I've done everything I can. Walls aren't gonna help me with loyalty. Hmm. 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 I don't think there's any saving this anymore. Yeah, I mean, bread and circuses, but I don't think it's actually in range, right? Because it's only got a certain amount of range. Yeah, 9 tiles. And 10% less effective per tile. It's not gonna help. Like, only thing I can imagine doing right now is just buying out an army out of Berenice so that I can take it back. Which I guess is pretty much what I have to do. Let's see. I could buy out like two trebuchets this turn. Then I could buy out like 2 man-at-arms next turn. And maybe throw in some crossbows at the end. Well, that's pretty much my only bet here. I can get the skirmisher to help as well. Not gonna help that much, but it'll be something. And I guess we'll get mercenaries boosted by this. Since I'm building doubles, I might as well get cause research as well. Hey, now I get a new governor, which might become Victor? I don't know, Victor's not exactly useful for a lot of other things than just war. Maybe rain, actually. But you know, I have for the VTuber, I haven't done like the base kind of art of the Moogle is not. I didn't do that, but I have like edited it, and then I also rigged it and like prepped it for live 2D and rigged it. But the art itself is not mine, no. Had someone else do that, because I'm not good with creating stuff. Men-at-arms. That government plaza would have saved it. Kill what got stolen away from me. No. Well, at least my situation isn't as bad as France over here. Poor France. They are so going to die. What else then? Commercial hub. Failed to build any wonders over there. The elite jackets could actually be on the other side over here. Ready to strike from the other side of the river. Can I get some money? I'd like to get some cash. So I can buy some more crossbows. Oh, not enough for both. I guess I'll get a skirmisher so I can get a core from those as well. I think I get kicked out of the territory when this flips. So I would love to have one of the trebuchets on this side of the river. Hey, we get William Shakespeare. Thank you for the compliment. Don't have anything there. Yep, Shakespeare is just gonna sleep. No room for your writing. Mongolia has denounced me, which is not good. Hopefully we won't end up in a war.
Few inventions have been so.
Alright, so actually having Cahokia on my side would be nice at this point, so I could have him support me here. Do you mind if we connect on DC? What is DC? Oh wait, do you mean Discord? Discord, yeah. Yeah, I've got. I have a Discord. You can find the Discord. We have a Discord server. You can find it down in the panels there, and also here, unless the link has expired. Probably should get a campus built here as well. Can never have too many of those. But let's start with getting the Gilded Vault. I think it's going to be wartime now. So I'll flip Amani back. Okay, I didn't get booted out actually. That's nice. I'll flip Amani back to Bologna. And then Reina will come in here once I recapture the city. Getting a good flank. I wonder if I should shoot. Oh, I'm getting a siege over here somehow. Oh, maybe it's because Korea is actually... Korea might have a garrisoned unit there. Alright. These are just gonna hang back. Gilded Vault. We can do the first neighborhood over here. I'm seeing some +5s. There's a +6 here, but that's gonna kill the sheep. I guess the sheep will have to go. Goodbye, sheep. You will be missed. Probably don't need a... I'll be able to get a good one over there, but probably don't need it right now. Get the market. To get the request. Yep. Received it. Thousand-year flood. Love it. Taj Mahal, yes. So now we will have almost guaranteed golden ages all the time. Also, apparently Bologna is going to finally fall to Korea. I don't know what Korea has against them, but they're going down. What? I did not mean to move this unit there. Alright, well, we should be able to get the city back here, actually. Good. I was able to raise a large enough army quickly enough that I was able to get it back. It's not going to stay for long, though. Oh, rebellion in 4 turns, yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's really that much I can do with it. Like, now I can't even build the government plaza because I don't have the population for it. And the population is just going to end up becoming smaller and smaller. I should have gotten Victor anyway. I mean, really, the problem is just that I don't have... I would need to settle a city here to be able to get any sort of loyalty pressure to support it. On the other hand, these armies should be able to keep taking it back at least a couple of times. I won't be able to turn Cahokia for myself. Definitely not gonna give Alexander any strategic resources. That seems like the worst idea. Alright, I don't have the niter to upgrade these. I need 20 each. How much is this going to cost me? Niter... that is very spicy. So first of all, I don't need that much. I need like 35. I need 32. Would you be willing to trade it to iron? I'll give you some Diplo favor and 100 gold and 10 per turn. Less per turn. 8 per turn? 6 per turn? 4 per turn? 2 per turn? 1 per turn? Okay, sure. Trade. Fine by me. And then we can get the upgrades to bombards, which will take the city down even faster than before. Field cannon can also help with this. Currently it's under control, but I don't know, it might get worse. I mean, really all I need to do is keep flipping this city through this whole dark age. And just keep it for myself at the end, and I will be able to hold on to it. It'll be completely battered and destroyed, but at least it'll be mine. Menelix over here. Hello. Where is Ethiopia? Somewhere on another continent, probably. Philip wants some money? Sure. I'll give you some coin. Yeah, there's not really much I can do over here. I'll do some campus research grants. At least the city is producing science.
People can have the model. It is nationalism which engenders nations, and not the other way around.
Alright, now we can start putting these together. Like so. Guess let's go for the mercenaries. Art museum done. We can do Oxford. Oh, I should have done Oxford right next to the river. At least I get to keep the rice this way. It's fine, it's fine. Gilded Vault, please. Maybe I'll put a point into Victor, so we can get Victor over there to help flip that, and Raina can instead... is it gonna flip already? No, it's got a couple of turns to flip. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and put Victor over there. And Raina can instead go over to... I mean, Sevenitos is actually going to be getting a little bit more money, because I do need to make that an industry. Get a builder working on that. Hong Bay. Where's that? Right there.
Being a mercenary, though, hey, we just go.
I'm not sure if the Trade Confederation is going to be worth slotting in. I guess actually instead of Great Scientist, I don't really need those right now. Colonialism will be fine. Memphis could actually use a neighborhood. I suppose that's going to be pretty good. I need to send out some new traders. Factory and workshop. Is there one that doesn't have a workshop yet? No, I think they all have. So let's make one there. Should also send out some more traders. Neighborhood done. I could drop an aqueduct over here. Umar fell. I probably won't be able to get it. I mean, I am close by, but Uruk, I think, is going to trump this one. By being one... No, wait, we are the same distance. Okay, so it's actually Mongolia, because they have the most overall. Really hoping Bologna doesn't get blown up. Ooh, Zhou Daguan is definitely going to become someone who's going to be used for building a corporation. So the problem is that every time they rebel and I conquer it back, we lose population, and that just makes it flip even faster next time. A vicious cycle. I guess I have that one scout out here somewhere, doing a little bit of scouting. Ooh. Some late tribal villages. Untouched lands.
Colonialism. The enforce.
Bernese flips, and they have muskets now, and I do not, because I forgot to upgrade these. Well, we need to hope that we can hit it hard enough in one turn to just flip it. Yes, good. Good. Yeah, population went from 9 to 6. Reassign this one over there. So loyalty is just worse and worse. Does ideology lead anywhere? Yes, it does. Leads somewhere. Bolshoi theater is something that I probably want to do. Get a nice level up. We need 24 more niter. Oh yeah, well, I won't be getting any niter either. I need to trade with someone. Or 24. Who is willing to trade me some? Gilgamesh is again probably the best. So give me 24. And I'll give you some gold per turn. 7? 8? 9? Okay, fine. Fine. Then we can get some muskets.
Not all who wander a lot.
22 to 40. 21 to 41 turns left in this era. It's going to be quite a few more flips of the city. The city is going to be in ruins when we get to the next era. But then it can rebuild and become ever so stronger, I guess. Because yeah, there's not really anything I could do about the loyalty at this point. It's simply just too low. So I'll just have to keep flipping it. How are we looking with... we are leading the culture victory here. Which I feel is probably the way that I would go here. Is go towards religious... cultural victory. I'd say the only problem would be like Korea going and winning science in time. Because I also currently would have a fairly hard time projecting my tourism abroad a lot. I mean, rock bands are going to help a lot with that, but I won't really be able to expand properly. I mean, maybe in the next era we'll be able to get some cities out here somewhere. I'd have to explore first to know what's out there. But I think we'll leave this game here for now. New Cleopatra is cool. Interesting. I think out of the two Cleopatras, I think I still do prefer the other one, because this one is very reliant on map generation. So I think the original Cleopatra is still better. Egypt's whole kit is still reliant on map generation and isn't the best, but I do like the original Cleopatra's ability. But I'm also quite interested in playing around with Ramses and seeing what kind of a cultural play you can get with this. Though I actually imagine that with Ramses you could, I wonder if that would be viable, where you would actually kind of rely on this ability to generate culture for you, and you wouldn't be going for a cultural victory. But instead you would be pushing for like science. But you would be getting culture from all of the campus buildings you're building. If you go wide with Ramses and then go for culture. No, not culture, but science. And yeah, of course, build like wonders where you can. I wonder how that would work out. Of course, like compounding on the culture thing would probably work out as well. But I would wonder how that would work as well. But yeah, we'll leave it at that today. Whoa, music. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in today on some more Civ. Yet again, Civ is always coming back. So on Sunday we have a D&D continuing on, and we have a new player joining us for the D&D campaign, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And was there anything happening next week? I don't think there's anything special about next week, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, that's it for today. Thanks everyone, bye!